Stanley, Scuba, Sailing, and Adventures. This is Test It Tuesday, where we unbox, evaluate, and field test products in real-world conditions, then share honest and unbiased results. I appreciate you being here with me for another Test It Tuesday. If this is your first time, please hit that subscribe button. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Wurkkos DL04 signal light. And as always, we'll see what's in the box, and then we'll get it out in the field and test it. The Wurkkos DL04 beacon. Rated to 100 meters, that's much deeper than I'll go. 60-hour runtime, that's excellent, and it's lightweight. 180-degree beam, 1 meter drop resistant, and it looks like that 60-hour runtime is for flashing blue, and blue happens to be my favorite color, so that's a nice coincidence. This is silver in color. I don't know if they come in different colors, but let's dig in and see what's in the box. Always good to have a beacon on the tank. I tend to use them not just for night dives, but it's a nice way for people to be able to identify me. Looks like this is a solid aluminum design with a twist control for on and off. We've got a couple holes for connecting a lanyard, and pretty straightforward. Let's see what else is in the box. We have a USB-C to USB-C charging cable. In the bag we have what appear to be several spare O-rings and a lanyard for connecting the beacon. I'm assuming most folks will connect the beacon to their tank. This is a nice lanyard. We have a metal clasp, and that should connect through one of those little holes on the bottom of the beacon, and then an adjustable ball on the cord. Here we have 4 spare O-rings. Let's open up the beacon, and I'm assuming our battery's inside. It didn't turn on, so there's probably a protective cover over the end of the battery. There it is. Remove. I always save these. I just figure it's a good way to travel. Looks like a quality design and build. Oh, very nice. USB-C charging port right inside our battery. Solid aluminum sidewall. Double O-ring configuration, and we had 4 spare O-rings, so 2 replacement sets of O-rings. And I'm assuming you just turn this off and on to cycle through the settings. Here we have solid white, twist off, twist back on, and solid green. That puts out a decent amount of light. As I said, I like using a tank beacon even during the day, especially if there's low visibility, and it's just a good way for your dive buddy or other people to be able to identify you. Notice when I turn the beacon on, it will flash a couple times, and 1, 2, 3 yellow flashes before it turned to green. That indicates the battery is 30 to 60% full. If when you first turn it on, you get a steady green that's 60 to 100% full. And if you get a flashing red, that's 0 to 30% full. So when you first twist it on, you're going to get that battery indicator flashing series, and then it will go to whichever color in the series is next. And I'm not going to repeat all of those. You can find it in the instructions, but essentially it's going to be red or red flashing or green flashing. See, you see the couple flashes that indicate the battery status, and then it's blue. We'll turn it off, turn it back on. And now it's flashing blue. We'll turn it off, turn it back on. Solid green. Or no, now it's cycling through all the colors. I think I like this setting the best. But look through the instructions and make sure you know the order, and then you can pick the color and whether it's solid or flashing depending on the series, twisting it off and on to cycle through. And again, it's got to be off for a few seconds. I'm not sure how long, but when it's off for a little bit and you first turn it on, you're going to get that battery indicator. Again, if it flashes red, that's 0 to 30%. If it flashes yellow, that's 30 to 60%. And if it's steady green, it's 60 to 100%. I hope that's all clear as mud. The exact order in the documentation is rainbow, solid white, solid green, flashing green, solid red, flashing red, solid orange, flashing orange, solid blue, and flashing blue. You also have to be mindful of that battery indicator. So if you leave it off for a second, you're going to get those flashes before your color. I would recommend setting your color and turning it on before you enter the water. Obviously, this is not on my back. It's on my dive buddy's back so that I could shoot a little video of it. I didn't do a really good job adjusting the lanyard, so it's a little loose. But you see I have it on my favorite rainbow setting, so I get to enjoy all of the colors. I'm sure there's a much better way to set this up and have it closer to the top of the tank. Here I got tired of watching it flop around, so I just stuck it under the top belt, or top tank strap rather, so that it would stay in position. My BCD only has a single strap, so I'm not sure how I'll set it up on mine, but that's another problem for another day. The visibility here isn't super great. I guess it must be about 5 to 7 feet today, and the sky is overcast. The DL04 is made of aluminum. I mentioned solid aluminum construction. As a result, it does not float. It is negatively buoyant. The head diffuser is made of a hard polycarbonate, so it appears very sturdy. Basic colors are red, green, blue, warm white, and orange. And again, different settings. You can have it flash, you can have it cycle through that rainbow of colors. It's interesting, the documented runtime does vary based on the color of light you select and whether or not it's flashing. As I mentioned earlier, blue flashing appears to be the longest runtime, which works for me because most of my dive kit is blue, so I'll probably run a blue light. Final thoughts on the Wurkkos DL04 signal beacon. It's compact. It's got a sturdy design, a long runtime on the battery, puts out plenty of light, and I love the fact that I can pick my light and also pick whether it's flashing or not flashing. Lastly, the in-battery charging port is absolutely appreciated. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.